hobby type systems for homeowners or school teachers. So our last webinar of the year will be this Thursday on the 20th. Set it and forget it. Hydroponics. It's just talking about how you can grow hydroponic lettuce in a 5-gallon bucket. It's been a real successful extension program down in Florida with schools. So that'll be this Thursday. Like I said, we've had agents all over the Southeast involved in this and had some really good participation, excuse me. And this is not something we're like pushing, it's just a tool, okay? So it might be something for your farm and it may not be. I mean, I talk a lot of people out of growing hydroponically because it's so expensive, and the risk is so much higher. It's one thing to go and plant an acre of tomatoes. It's another thing to go and build a $90,000 greenhouse, because it's hard to get the money for it, and if you went belly up, it's hard to get that money back. Once you build a greenhouse, it's pretty much worthless then, So we're not pushing this, but it does work in certain situations. I will say in Fort Valley, Georgia, where am I at here? About right here, the largest greenhouse operation growing vegetables south has been established there for probably 5 years now. They're using that Dutch technology, these northern greenhouse, really high tech, 25, 30 foot tall greenhouses. They have 25 acres under glass, and it's called Pure Flavor. It's a Canadian company. So it is possible to get those types of yields that would justify those structures, but still a lot of work needs to be done. That's part of our project with Grace. We're trying to figure out what's the best greenhouse for the Southeast, and can we actually get those same yields they get in the Netherlands, for example? And it may not be. Like I showed you, Almeria, Spain, low tech. They're still making money with low tech. They're just not getting as high of yields, but they're not spending as much money to get those high yields. And that may be the model, for us. I'm not sure. But speaking of economics, our next presenter is going to talk about some of the economics related to greenhouse vegetable production. So I'm going to turn it over to her.
Yeah. Maybe you have 1 minute for Q&A.
Oh, sure, yeah. Yes, sir.
Thank you for the presentation. But is there any study behind that, like shaking flower for tomato?
The pollination?
Yeah.
I don't know about any actual studies, but some of the guys at Mississippi State, when they used to have a big program there, they would discuss doing that.
You said for a bigger scale they use blue or something.
For a bigger scale, they use bees. Larger scale, they use bees. But some smaller growers will use a vibrating stick, and it takes maybe 30 minutes to do the whole house. It doesn't take that long. Yes, ma'am?
Oh, in those open greenhouses, how do you control the pests?
Well, you can use exclusion technology like they were talking about earlier and have it with thrip screening to exclude insects, but you're very limited on what chemicals you can use.